Is it working? Do we have audio too? Just got a notification and everything. How exciting. I'm a little bit worried about audio. Checking for it now. Sounds like we've got audio. I think we're good. Alrighty then. Well, this at least gives us an option. Welcome everybody. Thanks for being here. Thank you out here. Thank you, Caperice. It's awesome to see you. And thanks for putting up with the uncertainty of how we were going to do this. So I started to try to load up Streamlabs and it just would not load. So then I went and just did a quick search and said, whoa, whoa, hello. There we go. Oh. Oh, the gimbal just died. Because of course it did. Why wouldn't it? Oh my gosh, we might have to do this without gimbal. Oh, that's not good. I had it charging all night. I don't know what its issue is. It's just in a bad mood. Alright. I also can't lock this. Hello, Sherry. Nice to see you too. Hello, Kim. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining us. This is my first time trying to do a live on this channel, I think. And it's not going smoothly. But we have some very, very silly goats happening. I'm so sorry, the gimbal is not doing anything. So, this is going to be a little bit bouncy. Oh my. Yeah, gimbal's totally dead. Completely dead. Because of course it would be. Silly, silly goats. What are they doing? This is Esri is this mostly black one. The other one making a bunch of athletic moves is Gadget, her son. He was born here in June. And apparently it's bouncy goat time. And we're just gonna get bouncy all over the place. Poor Jeremy's trying to run for safety. He can't get away from them. The goats are on, they know I'm on YouTube. That's probably it. That is probably it. We don't catch these moments very often on stream. I'm glad you're getting it. I'm getting to see one. This is just complete silliness. They're just playing. I can't get out of here. I can't get out of their way. Every time I move, they come right with me. Hi, Wilson. Nessie, leave him alone. See what happens when they get the special hay. Yes, it is snowing. It has just started snowing. Oh, Sherry, yes, you can hit the like button now. That's correct. Hit the like button if you like snow. It's pretty. I am very sorry that this isn't as smooth as it usually is. Looks like I'm going to have to get another gimbal. You guys done? No, they're not done. I thought they were done. They're not. Oh gosh. Hello. Hi, sir. Oh, let me move now. I just had a Wilson right in my face. I'm just swap hands for just a second. Sorry. I need to attempt to get... Oh, actually, I should be able to take this one off this way, right? How can I get this one off? There's a way. There it is. He smashed that thumbs up. Good job, Cap Rice. Oh, come on. Ow. My fingers are not doing their job right now. Oh my gosh. I can't completely put you down because let's go in the barn for a second so that I can at least have a chance at this. I need to get one of the phones off my arm, which takes 2 arms or 2 hands, but I don't have 2 hands because the gimbal isn't working. So I need to try to figure out how to get one of these off of here. I'm so sorry. Please don't get seasick. No, we don't need you helping. I don't need you helping even a little bit. Sorry, guys. I'll be right there. Alright. One phone is off the arm, which means that it can stay dry. Since that wasn't in use anyway, it was going to be used if we had Twitch, but we don't. Okay. You're supposed to, but you couldn't wait. Yeah, I usually try to wait because I think I don't know. I assume that it gives more weight to it if you're actually watching it and like it than if you just say, "Oh, I'm sure I'll like it." I don't know. Whoa, you dropped. There we go. I'm not sure, but that's my assumption. But it doesn't matter. Likes are likes. What's our temp here now? I think we're around 33, 32, somewhere right around there. It's just starting to snow now. It's not supposed to continue, though. It's supposed to stop and then start back up again around 9 p.m. And we're supposed to get 1 to 3 inches tonight. So I think this is full snow. It's not gonna. I think it's supposed to stop. It is supposed to stop. We've got Nessie and Esri right here. Gadget came up on the tub right here with me. Right after I stopped the Bench Toad stream on Twitch, Aaliyah very promptly pushed me right off the tub. Aaliyah is wide. Yes, Aaliyah is very wide. She's really, really, really wide. I'm a little concerned about her wide. But yeah, she is super wide. And yeah, she literally just pushed me right off the tub in the barn when I was switching over, which is insane. But she thought it was okay. She thought it was fun. Wilson, you're laying down again? Hey, Maddie. So this is Maddie. This is Dragon. Wilson's the big guy down there. This is Esri here. This is her son, Gadget. That's her daughter, Nessie. The son and daughter were both born here in June. And apparently Esri and Gadget decided it was time to play today. were the primary instigators of that whole thing. Hi, Maddie. Maddie's a very good girl. Very good, very pretty. Oh yeah, so I started to, I couldn't get Streamlabs to load, and I was confused, and I did a Google search saying just, is Streamlabs down today? And there was a website that was like, it like monitors reports of concerns, and it was, you know, just a couple of concerns here and there up until right now where there was a spike up to like 75. So I decided that that meant it wasn't just me that couldn't get onto Streamlabs properly, and that I was just going to give up on that for now. And we're just going to go live like this instead. So we'll have to try it through Streamlabs another day, but not today. Not today. Oh gosh, I gotta figure out how I can hold this so it's not bouncing around so much. I can hear something like in the distance. It's like a engine or a fan or a generator or something. I don't know. There's something going on in the distance. Hey, Pixie. Is the snow stopped? I think the snow stopped. Okay, I'm gonna go back out. The boys are over there working on the remains of the tree that they have. Well, two of the boys. Proudfoot's at the fence, at the hay rack. What are you doing, Ness? Oh, and she's down. Hello, ma'am. Sweet girl. Black and white goat convention happening. Here goes Jeremy. He's probably gonna be like, excuse me, grain time. Jeremy is our grumpy old man. He's turning 11 next month. He stands in front of the barn with a cane in his hand, yelling at kids to get off his lawn. That is his full-time occupation. Pixie is the brown goat down there, who Esri is harassing a little bit. Dragon is considering intervening. Pixie, what happened? You pushed her out of the way, like, what was it, last night or the night before? And she changed things that fast? Apparently so. She's trying to get away from her. I know that, like, within the last couple nights, I was putting hay right here, and Esri was eating it. Pixie came up and pushed her aside, and Esri just bolted. But apparently that dynamic has shifted since then. What are you doing, sir? Hubbub. Get off my lawn. That is Jeremy's mantra. Get off my lawn. See how we do down here. Earlier, this pole has a camera on it, and I was watching the monitors in the house, and that camera was moving a lot, so I had to look out the window, and Kiwi was rubbing his head on the pole, making it bounce all over the place. Oh, now we're gonna have a conversation. Fun is over. Now it's all serious. Dragon's even getting involved. Anya, are you in there too? Or are you getting out of there? You just caught up in the fray? So if nothing else, I'm going to count this as a success for today. This means that we, at least at this point, we can at least do streams this way when we want to jump onto YouTube for a little bit. We do we do typically go live on Twitch. Oh, Aaliyah's backing up Pixie. That's interesting. And now she's deciding it's too much work. Maybe not. Maybe she'll stay involved. By the way, the Hanley's Hay Racks has been here all day. They're acting like they've never seen it before, which is good, because at least they're eating it, but I haven't touched it since this morning. I'm going to try and move around as little as possible, so that I can try to keep things from being too bouncy. Buffering. Let's go back up towards the barn. Sometimes there's more buffering down near the garage than there is up near the barn, even though it's only like 40 feet. No buffering for you, Sherry? That's good. You had 1 second of buffer. Is that even considered a buffer? Or is that just a buff if it's only 1 second long? Oh, that jumping around worked up an appetite. That's true, Sherry. That's a really good point. They followed me. Hi. There's the very wide Aaliyah. Aaliyah is naturally this wide. We can't get her skinnier. We have tried. It's working better now, Cap. Good. Good, good, good. Yeah, big flakes of snow coming down right now. Big flakes. They stopped for a second. Whoa. Jeremy coming out of the grain room is what scared them just then. He made a noise on his way out, like he rubbed up against the door frame or something, and it scared them. But they're back to it, don't worry. Esri knows she doesn't stand a chance against Aaliyah. She knows that Aaliyah will take her down. Aaliyah, you're going after Pixie now? I thought you were helping Pixie. Weren't you just helping Pixie like a moment ago? We should get a tape measure around Aaliyah sometime. That would be an awesome idea. We can try to do that. I have tape measures. Let's see what the circumference is. At her widest, what is her widest girth? I like that idea. Esri, why are you climbing your son? As far as I can tell, this is a two-way fight between Esri and Pixie. Gadget is there to back up Esri. I can't tell what Dragon's trying to do. Aaliyah was trying to back up Pixie, but now Aaliyah might just be starting another brawl with Pixie at the same time. I'm not sure. Now Gadget's just annoying the crap out of Pixie. Maybe that's what started it all. That might have started it all, was that Gadget was annoying Pixie and she told him to back off. And now Esri's mad at her. Yeah, Sherry, we should totally all make guesses. We should, let's do that in Discord. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But we'll do it with an actual tape measure. We should do that. Make guesses in Discord and see who can be the closest. Hi, ma'am. Hello, sir. I have 0 hands with which to pet today. You guys just have to take care of yourselves, because I have too many things that I'm holding on to. I'll order another gimbal just so that in case this one is well and truly dead, I'll have one, but if it's not dead, then I'll have a backup. This is like the Jets and the Sharks in West Side Story. It is exactly like that. It's kind of like brown goats versus black and white goats. Jeremy's just watching. He's like, I'm not going to mess around with this. I'm staying out of it. But now, see, this is like a second quarrel. This isn't... She's not backing up Esri, because when they back up... if she were backing up Esri, she'd be next to Esri, and she'd be going head-to-head with Pixie along with Esri. And she's not. So it's like Aaliyah's like starting a different conversation. Which she can do, because she's the queen. And now they're going to be friends. What are you doing? Seriously? Jeremy's in the background just watching, and I'm pretty sure that he just stretched out to pee. He's like, oh, I'll just take a piss while I'm watching all this. Yeah, Gadget's right in the thick of it. He's keeping a close eye on everything, ready to jump in if he's needed. What are you guys doing? You're crazy. Hello, Wildflower. I'm glad you found us. We had a little bit of a rocky start, but we're good now. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing, Jude. No clue. They're just being weirdos and making no sense at all. Can I help you? She's going to chew on the barn. Yep. She's just going to work on eating the barn. Nessie was working on it earlier. That's the good spot today. These boards on the barn are like 10 years old. But they still every now and then find a spot that's yummy. I don't know why or how. Pecking order is changing before our eyes. Something's going on, definitely. It might be that the pecking order is changing. I can't tell. They're not doing things the way they usually do. This is not a clear-cut situation here. Pixie's just walking away. They're acting different because it's YouTube. That's true. That's true. They definitely know it's not Twitch, and this is a different audience here at YouTube. So yeah, it makes sense that they would want to perform differently. Ma'am, are you picking my pockets? No, don't take my arm off. That's my arm phone. Hey. You guys usually don't feel that quite so much because the gimbal protects you, but that was quite the epic slap. Hi. Please stop doing that. Wildflower, I love that that abbreviation. But and I know what it means, but every time I see it, I read it as gutsy. And I'm always just like, it takes me a second to be like, nope, they didn't say gutsy. That's not what it means. Excuse me. I also in the data class that I'm taking, there's a thing called SQL, and apparently people who aren't me decided that SQL would be pronounced sequel, but of course every single time that I see it, my brain says squirrel. So I have to figure out how to retrain my brain to read SQL as sequel and not squirrel, and I don't know how to do that. Hi. You just shoved her right off of there. I don't want you eating my clothing, ma'am. No, that's my finger. That is my finger. No. I don't have a hand for petting today. There's 0 hands for petting. I have 2 hands on the gimbal. Otherwise, it won't stay horizontal. And it'll swing a lot. What are you doing? Whoa. Whoa. Sorry. That was the wrong button. Wildflower knows all the latest stuff. She sure does. Hi. What are we doing down here? The snow stopped again. It's going to start back up again. I'm sure of it. Hey, bub. What you doing? Moment of Jeremy for Jude. Hey, bub. I've actually started reducing his grain that I'm giving him. I am still going to have grain even though he doesn't eat it. But he started to get awfully chunky and his little legs are, especially his back legs, I think he's starting to lose some muscle in his back legs. Probably old age stuff. But he was just looking like he might be getting a little heavy for those legs. So I'm reducing his grain. He's still getting the grain that he demands and deserves. But I'm giving him less. You've had to look up some that you've never heard before? Yeah, there's a couple. What was one of the ones that... Oh, one of the ones that I don't even know what the context was anymore, but we were talking about something, and my friend commented YMMV, I think it was, and that one, I had to look it up. I could not figure that one out at all. YMMV, yeah. And it's your mileage may vary. Basically saying, well, this is how it worked. This is what worked for me, or this is how it worked for me, but it might not work for you the same way. But yeah, there's no way I was going to figure out YMMV. That was definitely one that had to get looked up. Hey, bub. Some of them I can figure out if I, like gutsy. I figured out what gutsy meant without having to look it up. But YMMV, no. I also didn't figure out YOLO. I had to look up YOLO when I first saw it. Jimmy's thinking about going back into the Queen's Palace. Pixie is just hoping that everybody leaves her alone. Maddie's chewing cud. Dragon's considering some hay over there. Wilson's just over it. he's ready for bedtime. He's like, let's just do chores and get done. He's such a good boy. He gave me a hug this morning. It was so stinking cute. You're just going to sit there and chew your cud now? You sure about that? Jeremy's still just there. Let's go down and see the more interesting goats. These guys are all just being boring. Caprice, if we start to buffer again, just let me know and I'll come back up. I'm hoping it was just a fluke. Jeremy's escorting me down so he can have his grain. I guess I'll do that for him. Hold on a minute. Let's go give Jeremy some grain. Make him happy. And actually, then I'll also drop the gimbal and just hold the phone myself. I'll make it so I'll have a hand to pet goats with. He checks all the bowls from this morning that the other goats emptied. Oh, there's a couple bites in that one. No, you don't want that one? Okay. Hello, Sophia. Nice to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Trying something different today. Are you guys starving? They look really hungry, don't they? They're dying. All right, let me get you out of the gimbal. This might be a little bit rocky. Hold on. Try to do it quietly without making a huge clicking noise. There we go. That's better. Okay. I'm going to put the gimbal here and the unused phone. Keep the other one there. All right, I need buckets. I don't even have a tripod out here, so I can't even put you down. You guys are just gonna have to bounce around with me. I'm so sorry. So sorry. All right, over here. Big scoop for the bucks. This is I think it's a 2-quart scoop for horses. That's how much I give the bucks twice a day. And then we'll get a little mini scoop. About that much for Jeremy. You ready, bub? This is the chopped up hay that I gave him that he hates. He doesn't even eat all the grain that's in there because the chopped up hay gets in the way. He gets mad at me. All right. Close this back up. My poor neighbor ordered the wrong dog food, but thankfully it's stuff that I can use with my dogs, so we're gonna use it for our dogs. Look at these 3. Hey, boys. Back it up. Let me get in the bowl. It always helps when they stick their head right underneath the scoop so that I miss the bowl completely. It's very helpful. Chopped hay like breakfast spaghetti, kinda. I guess it's easier for them to chew if their teeth are starting to get kind of old. Not as useful. Look at Kestrel the stud. He definitely thinks he's a stud. The girls are kind of impressed most of the time. All right, oh, I missed this bowl completely. Let's put more in here. And then I put a little bit more over here so that if they get hungry during the night, they'll have a little bit of grain over here that's closer to them because they're spoiled rotten. Is breaking spaghetti not allowed? I refuse to break spaghetti. I personally feel that part of the best part of eating spaghetti is that it's not as easy to eat. I don't want to make it easier. I want to have an experience when I eat it. So I refuse to break spaghetti. Who broke the spaghetti? I don't know, but apparently that's problematic. And because it's, there's our new plungers, by the way. Because it's not going to be too cold tonight, I'm not going to give Jeremy any arthritis meds. But I can tell from his behavior that he is not going to go back in that pasture until he gets a treat. So I'm going to do that. He will get a treat. We ran out of Captain Crunch. Oh, sorry, I was in the garage too long. We ran out of Captain Crunch, so it's Fruit Loops for now. Lots of Fruit Loops. I've always broke for kids and now grandkids. You don't want the experience all over your kitten. I understand that. I definitely understand that. I probably would break it if I had children too. Actually, no, you know what I did? When the no, ma'am. Thank you. When the stepchild was younger, I still didn't break the spaghetti. I just cooked the spaghetti normally and then I cut it up on the plate for them. Left it long for us. They can learn to twirl at their own house. I'm not blaming you at all. I totally respect that decision. 100%. Hi. How are you? It's Dragon. This is Anya. She is pregnant. She is due to give birth when? April, I think is her month. She's April and Aaliyah is due in May. Don't bite my finger. It's my finger. Got eye bug. Yuck. She's a very sweet girl. And this is going to be her first kidding, her first babies. Her mama was an incredibly good mom. She was one of the best moms we've ever had. So I'm expecting big things from her. Lasagna, that's a good idea. You're losing me? No. We should be fine here. How are we not fine right here? I'm back. Okay, good. I had my hand on the other side. I had this hand on the phone instead of the other one. Maybe that was the problem. Pixie just bit Anya right in the back leg. It's fine for you, Sophia? Okay, good. Good. I don't want you to chew my fingers. I like my fingers attached. Thank you. So yeah, I'm looking forward to her babies. They've obviously already started to grow. And it's a bit early. Like there are goats, like we've had goats here. I don't think Pixie was one of them, but we have had goats here that I know a couple of them were Anna and Elsa, who were twin sisters. When they were pregnant, hold on, big snowflake. There we go. When they were pregnant, I didn't think they were pregnant until like literally 2 weeks before kidding, and all of a sudden they started to get fat. So the fact that she's already showing this much, that's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Sorry. There's Pixie right here. That's her son Kiwi. He was born here in April. He is almost as big as his mama already, which is crazy. There's Wilson and Nessie. They're buds. They made friends really quick with Wilson living here. What is Sherry doing with her laptop? That's a good question. That is an excellent question. Sherry is obviously making poor choices with her laptop. Wilson's just standing there. You're rocking in your chair? You can't sit still? Look at Aaliyah. Oh, man. I missed it. Sorry. I tried to get over there faster. She was just contorted into a really weird shape to scratch something. Wilson compared to Pixie. He's literally twice Pixie. He's two Pixies. We need to put a measuring tape around him too. I need to get his height and his length and his girth. I want to know how big he is. We know that he's approximately 4 feet at the shoulder. Because, actually, yeah, something on that, because that's a 3-foot gap right there. There used to be a 3-foot door there. So, the fact that he walked by and he was up to about there, that means he's about 4 feet at the shoulder. So, yeah, we'll get measuring tape out here. What are you doing? Don't eat that. Don't eat that. Ma'am, it's not yours. Don't eat the phone. She's trying to ban you, Cap Rice. I know she is. Good girl. I think I have a video somewhere of her. I need to find it. I have a video of her when she was a baby, the first day that she learned what Apple Jacks were. And all of a sudden she turned into like a piranha and started just trying to eat anything in sight in hopes that it might be an Apple Jack. It was really cute. She's a very, very bad baby. This is a good way to show you the giraffe bumps that pulled goats get. They're definitely little bumps, but you can see them really well on her since her skin is a different color. So she's a goat that was born without the ability to create horns. Her horn bud cells don't make horn. So instead she's pulled and they get these giraffe bumps to grow in. That's a black spot right there. She's got 2 black spots, that one, and then that one on her leg. Those are the only 2 black spots on her. But she's got black and pink speckled skin, like on her nose. That's how all of her skin is. She's so pretty. I love that. I love that speckly. You love her pink ears. I have to agree with you on that one too. The pink ears are fantastic. They're just lovely. Nice big pink ears. Hi, sweetheart. Why are we getting closer to me? Why is this happening? She's literally like leaning on my chest now, or on my stomach. Hi. There's a nose. So goats have these horizontal pupils. Sorry, I didn't mean to almost poke you in the eye. I was trying to point, not poke. They have these horizontal pupils, and that makes it so that they have a very, very tiny blind spot right in front of their nose and a tiny blind spot right behind their bum. And then they're able to see, their peripheral vision goes almost, like it kind of goes back to about there on them. Their peripheral vision is massive compared to ours. Helps them see the predators coming. She said, stop poking me in the eye. I didn't mean to. I'm looking at the camera. I'm looking at the phone screen, the camera screen, instead of at her. So when I went to point, but I misjudged. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Sherry, also so they don't fall off cliffs. That's for certain. That's a definite help for them. We don't want them falling off cliffs. What are you doing, bub? You're just going to come here and just be here? You're being really sweet. Oh, Wilson. No. No more time with Anya right now. I can just barely see Jeremy's bum over there. He's eating hay from the hay rack, but he's not asking to come back into pasture yet. He's probably waiting for me to bring him more grain. Can I have this? You pushed her out of the way and then you don't even want attention. What are you doing? You're wiping your face on my sweatshirt? Sir, that's rude. I love his speckly nose. Jeremy has the same kind of speckly nose. You love how they just adapt to any old thing? I'm with you there. They're pretty amazing. They're pretty amazing little beasts. Wilson nose close up. Love his ears. Look at that thing. That is wider than my hand. I can spread out my fingers, but otherwise that is wider than my hand. He's like, get your fingers out of my ear. Sorry, buddy. So sorry. And he was disbudded as a baby, so he's got these same draft bumps, but I can feel like little ridges in here where his horn buds were. So I can feel that he was disbudded. I can feel the little dips where there should have been horns. We need a picture of me standing next to him. I look tiny. I'm tiny anyway, but I look really tiny next to him. I look especially tiny next to him. I'll see if I can get Kane to get one for me. What are you doing? There's this little horn bud. There's a couple of little scabbies in there. If he becomes good enough friends with Jeremy, Jeremy will provide the service of picking all the scabbies off of these horn buds for him. Can you imagine him walking downtown Bangor? I think we should do that. Oh, I wish I could. Just head into Bangor and walk down there with the biggest goat ever. Hey, bub. Pixie's coming over here. In the snow, I have to choose a snowy day. I don't like driving on snowy days. We only did that snowy day because Kane was driving. That would get lots of viewers for sure. We could do that. It would stress him out way too much, but that would be really fun for humans. Bring him to downtown Bangor and just walk along the sidewalks. Let him, meet a whole bunch of people and see a whole bunch of things. People would love it. He wouldn't, but people would. That's why we're not going to do it. But I wish we could. I really wish we could. You've walked a goat on a leash before? Goats can be trained to walk on a leash. So when I was in college, one of my friends that I worked with at the petting zoo adopted one of the bottle babies because his mom needed to have a C-section and she rejected him. And I didn't know much about goats back then, so I didn't know to say, you should not do that. She had one single goat by himself, but she basically raised him almost like a dog. And we worked at York's Wild Kingdom in southern Maine. And there's the York's Wild Kingdom Zoo. And then next to the zoo is the amusement park. And then right on the other side of the amusement park, you can walk right out through the amusement park and go right to the ocean, like the beach and the ocean and the arcades and, that kind of thing. And we used to take him out. He'd come into work with her because she needed to feed him during the day. So he'd come into work with her. And then we'd finish up our work day and we'd take him through the amusement park and out to the beach and walk him. He was on a leash the whole time, a leash and halter. And yeah, and there was one time we stopped and had pizza for dinner, like little mini pizzas. And as we finished our pizzas, he ate parts of the cardboard box. That was very entertaining. We didn't give him a lot, but he did eat a couple pieces of cardboard box. He thought that was a good day. Hello, ma'am. This is Maddie. Maddie, who never wants babies of her own because she refuses to tolerate buck attention. Even when she's in heat, she does not want a buck near her, so... Sometimes pizzas taste like cardboard box. That's true. And sometimes cardboard boxes taste like pizza. But yeah, there are some pizzas that definitely taste like cardboard box. Maddie was also born polled, so she's also got these draft bumps here. You can kind of see how tall they are. And my finger goes there and the top of it's there. But even though they're not horns or horn buds even, they're still really itchy for them. They like getting scratches there. Dragon butt. Jeremy, are you ready to come back in yet? You are such a goober. He literally will go to the gate when he gets really annoyed with me. He'll come and he'll just stand at the gate here. But if he gets really annoyed with how long I'm taking, he will pick this up and slam it against the pole and basically just tell me it's time to let him in or else. He's a goober. Hello, Wilson's face. I was trying to show you other goats, but Wilson's here. This is Dragon. Ezra, where are you going? What are you doing? I think she's looking for alternative routes to get into the driveway because she knows the grain is there. Hi, sir. This is Gadget. I'm born here in June. He's a bratty little boy. But he's stinking adorable. Look at him. He's a fun little goat. Pain in the butt, but a fun little goat. He is not as tall as Kiwi, but he's definitely got some heft to him. He's not a small boy. Esri, what are you doing? Where are you going? Why are you going down there? You can see, I mean, the path that's here, that's all me walking up and down with the water in the mornings with the hose. That's not goats made that path. They haven't been going down there since it got snowy. But apparently she's decided that it's time for an adventure. Oh no, we're turning back. No, we can't go down there. You're a weirdo. Looking for the treat delivery system? Yes. Yes, she might be looking for that. I almost am ready to start messing with that again. I need to get a couple more bales of hay. We've got the hay back beyond, just a little bit beyond the window. I need just a couple more bales of hay there to make it so that I can get down there fairly easy. And then I can start messing with that again. Ringing the servant's bell. That's going to be so much fun once we can get it. Once I get it figured out, that is going to be lots of fun. Oops, sorry, my sleeve just got in the way. That's a dragon nose. Very close dragon. Very close. Gadget. You don't need to bite me. Nobody needs to bite me. No, my fingers. Ow. That pinched. Nope. I thought Jeremy was coming in, but nope. Yeah, Sherry, I agree. They definitely seem much calmer since the temporary goats left. I think that was definitely, it was the right thing to do. The whole herd worked together to make it so that those babies had somewhere safe to be for a couple weeks. But it was very good when they were gone. And yeah, I agree. They definitely are much calmer. They've settled in much better. Why are we biting me? Why is this happening? Goofball. Here. Just get my sleeve, not my fingers. He's being very pinchy. You wonder how the fellow is managing with them? He says he's doing well. He says they're doing great. He's enjoying them. I've checked in a couple of times just to, make sure that they are okay, and he said that they're doing well. So I think they'll be fine. It's funny because he like set up a little shelter for them, and then he came here the first time to meet them, and he went home and spent the next like couple days just upgrading the shelter. Because he said that after seeing what we've got here, he said that his was substandard, so he did a lot of work on it, so that it was much more appropriate. He's got his face in my sleeve, trying to bite my hand. Janeway's probably snoring like crazy. Yes, I've missed hearing her snoring on the stream, but I have a feeling that the goats have not. And yeah, she probably is snoring up a storm. And yeah, Wildflower, I agree. I would have felt terrible separating them. Absolutely terrible. He really loved them. And really did not want to leave them. Is anybody else shedding early? Maddie is. You can see on her neck. This is all downy stuff that's starting to come out. It's not coming out quite as much as Aaliyah's, but it's on its way. So yeah, she'll be shedding plenty in no time. But everybody else, I think, is holding on to their coat. Aaliyah's just blowing her coat like crazy. Like every time I think that I've pulled a bunch off, there's still a ton more. Coming up here because the snow is picking up. I don't want to make things too wet. Hi, Maddie. She just got on the tub and put herself right here. Hope I don't get sub-zero temps or anything. So we've got... Tonight's actually going to stay up like right close to 30. Which is awesome. It's going to barely freeze or not freeze at all. Hello, sir. But then the next 2 nights after that were single digits. But then it goes back up again. I mean, as much as I whine and complain about winter, we have had surprisingly little snow. We've had plenty of rain this winter, but not very much snow. So surprisingly little snow, and we've had, are you gonna just, he came in the barn to pee. Dude, you couldn't pee outside? You had to come in here to pee? Bad goat. So yeah, I mean, the temps, I don't think, have we gone below 0 yet? I mean, there are years that by now we've had like a couple weeks where the nights are below 0, and I don't think we've gone below 0 yet this year. Your snow's all gone, Sherry? We've had winters like that too. We usually, if it's a normal winter, the normal winter from what I've experienced has been that it snows a bunch in December, and then it doesn't snow much in January, and we almost always have like a really good January thaw where we get bare ground again, and then it gets super cold again in February and starts snowing again. But this winter's off. This winter is definitely not normal. We have not had nearly as much snow. We have not had frigid temps. We've had really, really freaking cold, but not sub-zeros yet, I don't think. You can get a lot even into March. Yeah, we can too. Yeah, we get a lot of snow through March. I can't think of an April that we didn't have any snow at all. We usually have at least some snow in April. But we usually have snow straight through March. And I don't think we've had any May snow. I think we've managed to get out of the snow every May. But it is possible. Like all the gardening things say don't plant anything until mid-May because we can still get at least hard frosts, if not outright snow. You've had end of April blizzards. Oof. That would not make me happy. I would not enjoy that at all. Oh, guys. Wilson. Why you do that? I'll pet you. He's pushing at Aaliyah. I think Aaliyah's actually taking it, which is odd. And we've had snow as early as like the last week of October that I've seen. I've been here for snow. I've been here when we have had like a foot of snow on the ground by Halloween. So that definitely happens some years. Thankfully, that did not happen this year, and I'm very happy. There was October, November, December, January, February, March, April. Yeah, there was one year, the year that we had a foot of snow before Halloween. That winter was a solid 6 months of winter. Like, it did not stop snowing until well into April. I was not happy. But since then, that's the only year it's been that bad. And there was also one year, years ago now, but it still counts because I had goats that my hay guy cut hay the last week of May, which is really early for here. They usually first cutting is usually mid-June-ish. And so to have a last week of May cutting is very, very rare here. That's a seriously early spring. Aaliyah's wanting to get all the attention today. Yep, she is. It's not uncommon for her. But I like to share the attention with other goaties because they're also sweet and wonderful and deserve some lovins. But sometimes she says no. I cannot wait to have little round-bodied, stubby-legged loudmouths bouncing all over the place. I want a whole little group of them. I want her to have like triplets. Little triplet of Aaliyahs running around. I think that will be adorable. Absolutely adorable. That's your nose, ma'am. Oh, Wilson's going down. And he snuck past Pixie. It's so cute. They're Dragon and Maddie. They had the same. Oh, getting some buffering. I'll try to step out a little bit more. Dragon and Maddie have the same mom. They were born a year apart from each other to the same mom. And Dragon's dad was Rocket. Maddie's dad was Rocket's son, Quabity. So they're very closely related all around. But they do, like, even though Mabel didn't recognize Dragon as her son anymore, because unfortunately I did. I took him. We were gonna sell Dragon, so I took him out and put him in the buck pen for a few months, and then Kane asked to keep him, so we moved him back in here after he was weathered. But because he was separated for, I think it was like 4 months or so, Mabel lost her bond with him and didn't recognize him as her son anymore. But somehow, Dragon recognized Maddie and her twin Norman as siblings. He's bonded to her closer than he is to anybody else, and in a different way, especially when they were babies. He was very, very protective of her when they were babies. So it's kind of cool that they somehow still know. They still know. Are you eating my barn? Yeah. Yeah. I just looked down here a minute ago and he was not yet at the gate, but he definitely is now. Oh God, Esri's gonna come down and try to harass him. She tries to get into the driveway, which scares the pants off of him. So I try to beat her down here so I can let him in quickly. Whoa! No, ma'am. Back it up. Nope. Nope. Back it up. Back it up. There you go. Back. Nope. Back. Jeremy, are you brave enough? Nessie and Esri both chase him, which is why he's hesitating a lot right now. Nope. Alright, I gotta do... Hold on. This is how we handle this when this happens. Sometimes I can get here fast enough without her noticing, and sometimes I can't. So we will come out here. There's a little bit of grain still in here. And put some grain here in the hay rack. Oh, he is coming. Alright, that distracts them. Jeremy, come with me. Quick, quick, quick. That gets everybody away from the gate so that I can get him in. Like magic. He is the loudest drinker I have ever heard. He makes so much noise when he drinks. Hey, handsome boy. Hi. No, don't eat my finger. He pooped his newt. He's a good boop. There's a bunch of goats coming over behind me to check out what I'm doing. Let's catch it. That's the noise on the stream all the time, someone chewing on the barn? Yes. There's frequently the sound of somebody chewing on the barn. They're so bad about that. But it's cute. I let them get away with it. Thankfully, they're usually chewing on the outside of the barn. Every now and then they're chewing on the inside. Hi, sir. Oh, one piece of news. This morning when I let the dogs out, I could hear a chickadee calling the mating call, which hasn't happened since last spring. So that is always the first sign that eventually things are going to come back to being warm, is when the chickadees start talking. Yeah, I mean, we still have a long way to go, but it just gives you that little boost of hope that you really, really need sometimes. Why are we eating my glove? So yeah, definitely chickadee mating call. And I'll try to remember to put a link in Discord for what a chickadee is. It's a very, very common songbird in this area. It's a black-capped chickadee, so he's got a cute little black hat on in his plumage. They are actually the state bird of Massachusetts, which I know because that's where I grew up. And they are on the main license plates. So they are an incredibly... Actually, I can go show you one. Hold on. My little chickadee, like they used to say in the old movies. Did they say that? Did they call people chickadees? I believe that. I can totally see people using that as a pet name. I can show you the chickadee. Hold on a minute. My very, very, very dirty van. Oh gosh, I gotta hold on. I need something fabric. That would work. It's a little flop of fabric. There we go. Much better. Now you can actually see him. So this is a little chickadee. There he is. That's what a chickadee looks like. They're very cute. And they're little birds. And they're called chickadee because their normal call sounds like chickadee dee dee dee, chickadee dee dee. So that's why they're called chickadees. But their mating call is a two-tone thing. Kiwi, what are you doing? That's what I thought. Their mating call is a two-tone song that's just, it sounds almost like somebody's whistling to somebody coming out to come over. Oh yeah, the loon. Loon is the state bird where you are. Loons are gorgeous. We have some here too. Not here, because we're too far inland. But I've gone down to like Belfast, which is right on the river where it opens up to the ocean, and I've heard loons making noises over there. Gadget, I wanted to say hi to your sister. Kiwi, can I give you pets? No. You won't even let me think about it. Loons are gorgeous, and their call is just exceptional. Like, it's just beautiful. In order to give Nessie this attention, which she definitely deserves, there we go. Gadget was just standing on my back, pawing at my hood, but he just jumped down. And now he's going to be a pain in the butt. Kiwi, can I give you ear scritches? He's going to get a drink of water. Yeah, loons are just outstanding. They're really outstanding. Gorgeous, gorgeous birds. Do not, sir. Those are not for goats. Is Nessie going to stay petite? I think she kind of is. I think she's going to take after her dad. I mean, we won't know for sure until it happens. And we've had goats in the past that just were really, really slow to grow. So instead of growing a massive amount this year like Gadget is, she might just be a slow grower, and like she'll grow a good amount this year and then a bunch more next year. But then when he will be pretty much almost completely done growing his third year, she'll grow another, basically as if it's another second year. So we have had goats that have done that in the past, where they've just been tiny, 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 and then all of a sudden it was like, oh, hey, you grew. So she might be one of those ones. But her dad is very petite. And Gadget definitely didn't get the petite genes. But she might have. She's just tiny. Or not tiny, but short. She's just short. She's definitely got some weight to her. But she's a lot shorter than Gadget is. A lot shorter. She will get rounder. Yes, she will. Caprice, you got chickadees down there too? That's awesome. I do like chickadees. Even though they're a very, very common bird, I really like them. You can even see look at the difference in the size of their heads. Hi, ma'am. Look at how much bigger his head is. You just got a noggin on you. I just looked up and saw that. Did you all see that? Jeremy just acted all big and bad. I haven't seen him do that much lately. Are you done? How about you go inside where it's no longer precipitating? I'm glad that it's not going to be a very cold night, because right now it's actually... I think it is technically snow, but It definitely feels more like rain than like snow coming down. It's really, really light. So like I'm still able to stay out here, but there's something happening. And they're definitely getting a little bit damp on their coats. Like, can you see how he's a little bit damp? He is not dry. So I want Jeremy to go under cover so that he can get out of the precipitation. But thankfully, even if he doesn't, it's not going to be a very cold night. So he'll be okay. Let's, Jeremy, come on. Come on, buddy. I just want to try to get him out of the rain, snow, rain, whatever it is. Come on, buddy. Come on. Get in here. Get under cover. Yeah, it's definitely kind of raining. You can see it on my phone. Hi, come on. All the way in. There you go, good boy. Hi, buddy. We'll keep an eye out for Esri. Hello, ma'am. Alrighty, so because of the precipitation and the fact that I can't put you on a tripod and just let you watch what's going on, well, maybe I can. Can I put you on that tripod? I'll put you on the barn cam tripod if I can. Hold on. Let's see what happens. I need to feed them and do water before, where is it? There it is. Before it gets really cold or dark. Gadget just tried to put his front legs on my stomach while I'm standing on a tub, reaching up. That did not go very well. Alright, there we go. Alright, I'm gonna go and grab food for them really quickly. I will return in a few minutes. I'm gonna leave you with my phone too, because otherwise it's gonna get rained on. And hey, alright, you sit here and be cute. Be cute. Hey. There, he's that. Kiwi, that was a cheap shot. He wasn't even looking. Guys. Oh my gosh. Why are you all insane? What is happening here? Holy cow. Gadget got scared. Gadget got scared that I walked into the grain room. He wasn't expecting me. I got one more thing to do. I'll be back. You guys are arguing over hay? Really? Yeah, I wish that we had the exclamation points and the radios here. It's something I definitely miss on YouTube. And yes, these are the boots. They're way lighter than the other ones. They fit me better. I had to go up a size so that I could have my like winter wool socks in there. But way easier to move around. Way lighter. I'm hoping that they'll be good. We need a female goat named Heidi Klum. Tyra Bleats. Thanks for the thanks. I love my boots too. I'm enjoying them. They're quite nice. All right, let me get you back down from there so you can say bye to everybody. I'll flip you around. Once I'm away from the light, there we go. They were just fighting over hay in that rack. I don't know why, but that rack has the best hay. Hi, Maddie. There's Dragon, Esri, and Nessie. Is there anybody left in here? I think Maddie was the other one that was in here. Oh, hi, Pixie. We got Pixie and Kiwi in here. Hey, friends. It's okay. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just saying hi. Hey, Kiwi. Look how big he is. Hi, Bub. The owl laid another egg? What? I didn't know they did that. I am really interested in that whole process, though. Like, I'm learning a lot about owls that I didn't know. So, like, when 5 babies and 2 eggs, that's funny. So, like, she could, what is it, 3 weeks incubation for them? So, like, in 3 weeks, we could have the last of the clutch hatch out. That's funny. I wonder if she'll hatch, I wonder if she'll lay more now. So, yeah, I find it really interesting that eggs are laid and incubated right away, and therefore they hatch as they were laid, which can't be, like, all in one day because they can't lay that many. And that makes, I mean, if you look at that first baby and how huge he is, 10 days old now, compared to the one that just hatched today, they're tiny. So all that I knew prior to this was that chickens lay eggs. Oh, hi, Wilson. Chickens lay eggs one a day or one every other day for several days without incubating the eggs. They lay them in the nest and then they walk away. And the eggs can wait, I believe it's up to 10 days that they can just sit there cold. And then once she starts incubating them and she sits on them for, I think it's 24 to 48 hours, then they actually start incubating and growing and developing. So that way she lays all the eggs, makes her clutch, starts incubating, and then they're all born within like 24 to 48 hours of each other. So they're all born right together. Yeah, it's, so with the owls, like, I'm a little bit worried about the sibling differences there. But then I was reading about how they manage that stuff, because I was like, you know, the one that was born today and the one that's born next, they're not going to stand a chance against, like, Leo and Artemis, the first 2 that were hatched. They're massive comparatively speaking. But apparently they have discussion while mom and dad are out hunting when they get a little bit older. Right now, mom makes sure that she spreads everything out for everybody, but when they get a little bit older, when mom and dad are out hunting, they actually have, like, conversations, and the hungriest baby talks the most, and that tells the other ones to back off. And so they will actually hang back and not take the next meal that comes in. And then he just squeezed in. And then they will also, when there's one that's really a lot more developed than others, they'll actually, like, that, the mom and dad will get overwhelmed with how much they're feeding the babies, how much they're needing to hunt. So they'll just bring a kill home and let the biggest baby tear it up and give it to the other ones. And in return, the little babies will do things like grooming their feathers and like removing their little fleas and lice and stuff. Like, it's really cool. Like, they actually have they have a system, and it doesn't always work, but like I was very, very concerned that just if it's, you know, battle of the fittest or survival of the fittest, then the littlest ones would never survive. But that's not how they work. It's so cool. You like it at this height? Yeah, Caparice, they definitely, apparently, now that Leo and Artemis are getting their downy feathers, once they get enough downy feathers, they'll stop tucking underneath Hootie. So yeah, the mamas right now, while the babies are born like pink and naked, and so she has to sit on them the whole time to keep them warm. And she actually does a cool thing with her wings, where she actually makes like a little tent sometimes. To keep them all under there. But eventually the ones that have grown too big to go under there, by the time they've grown that big, they have some nice downy plumage, so they're able to keep themselves warm without her help. I read like a whole bunch of stuff on owls today because I was totally just baffled by the process and how different it is from what I know of chickens and turkeys and, you know, that kind of thing. Like I'm fairly well versed in that stuff, but owls are quite a bit different. I didn't expect that much difference. Yeah, no, so what they do is they floof out their feathers, and the babies just kind of nestle down inside in between the feathers and stuff, and they don't put all of their weight down on the babies. They keep some of the weight on their legs. And, you know, now that the babies are getting bigger, they can handle a little bit more weight. But yeah, it's totally cool. So anybody that is on Twitch that isn't already following Hoot House live stream, they're having baby owls hatching it has been one every day, every 2 to 3 days. They've got one more that's going to hatch out in, I'm assuming, another 2 to 3 days, because one just hatched out this morning. And then apparently, since she just laid an egg, possibly in another 3 weeks we'll have more. Oh my gosh. Seriously, guys? We are definitely active tonight. Gadget just knocked over the bucket, guys. That was totally Gadget. Pixie, don't bite baby's bums. Don't bite her bum. I saw that. Don't do it. Hi, Anya. Hey, baby. Good girl. So yeah, definitely check that out if you haven't. The difference in the shape of their pupils now that she's inside where it's darker. Definitely not looking as horizontal as they used to. Oh, Aaliyah's coming through. Watch out, everybody. So yeah, I thought that was really interesting. Really cool stuff. And so different from chickens. So different from chickens. Alrighty, friends. I'm going to leave these guys to eat their dinner. I'm going to go inside and warm up and get everything situated in there. I'll set up on Twitch if you're not already on Twitch. I normally stream this kind of stream on my brown coat goat channel. But I do a barn cam stream on Twitch on the bench toad goat channel. I'm going to try to set it up. We'll see if Streamlabs will even open. If Streamlabs won't open, then obviously it's still down and I can't do anything. But if Streamlabs will open and work, then I'll get that bench toad stream going right now and leave you guys to enjoy the goats for the night. But thank you all very much for being here. Thank you for putting up with the uncertainty of where this would end up being and how it would end up being. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out. We'll do this every now and then, especially if I can start dual streaming. I want to do it every now and then, just to enjoy a little bit of YouTubiness, especially while people are behaving themselves. Thank you very much, everybody. I appreciate it. You have a great night. Go check out the baby owls. Watch the insanity unfold here if I can get it going. And I will see you next time. I'm also going to order a gimbal so that this doesn't happen again. We'll always have a backup gimbal, hopefully. All right, have a good night. Thank you, guys. Uh-oh, how do I end the stream? I don't know how to end streams here. Hold on. How do I end the stream? No? Oh, cool. Hold on a minute. We gotta play with this a little bit. There's filters. Look at that. Bubbles. Oh my gosh. I was just clicking on things just to try to find how to end the stream. And there's dance party. There's dream. Whoa. Glamour. 8mm. Oh my gosh, look at it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I was trying to stop. I was trying to end the stream, but look at this. I'm loving it. Oh my gosh, we're gonna have to play with these next time. I like the bubbles best, I think. Crush? Oh, that's boring. Let's go back to bubbles. Okay, now I gotta try to figure out how to stop the stream. How do I stop the stream? Hit that? No. I really don't know how to stop the stream. Why is this... I can switch around the camera. I can turn chat off. I can put a filter on. This one is save, highlight, share, enable flash, or mute microphone. Nothing's... I'm just gonna hit the X and hope that the X stops the stream. Have a good night, guys. Sorry, tonight was just weird. Just a weird night. I'm gonna try this. Hold on. Ah, there we go. Okay, you hit the X. Are you ready to stop streaming? Okay. Good night, everybody.